what's up? Welcome to, this is our first camp. We left my house at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We drove till 11 for 8 hours, and this is where we're camping tonight. I got the cot and the sleeping bag. I think we're at some sort of BLM campground. The stars are beautiful. We'll try to show you. I'm gonna try to get some nighttime photos of this, and then tomorrow we're jamming out just not too far from here. We'll dump the truck off, pull the dirt bikes out. We're gonna put one camera on a water hole for sure. I'm gonna check a glassing spot that I had on Google Earth, and then we might be able to get to this other spot, but it might be smarter to come back down, get in the truck and drive further down and go up that way. So we'll probably do that and get a camera out, come back down, and then we got a long drive. We're going to a completely different unit, actually quite a ways away, and we're gonna check that out. We're in Idaho and Montana. We're doing both. We're kind of tomorrow we'll hit Idaho morning, and then we're gonna drive a long ways during the day and try to get an evening session in Montana. I think we have, well, I brought 6 trail cameras, he brought 3, so there's 9 trail cameras between the two of us to put out in basically from sun up to sundown. We're gonna get up early, get some coffee. Let's show you Jake's setup real quick in the dark. Dang, a ladder? Don't mind if I do. I've always wondered about these things. Wow, so this is just above your truck, huh? Yep. Oh my gosh, look at that, guys. That would easily sleep 2 dudes plus gear. And it's comfortable?
Oh yeah.
And that's an air pad, right?
No, it's foam. That's
foam?
a foam mattress, yeah.
Foam mat, okay, I'm done. I'm tired. I'm gonna go back to my, little cot. Bike's got 9 trail cameras. Hopefully we can get them all out. This is our first stop. I think I got 4 spots to put cameras here. It's gonna take a few hours, and then we're gonna jam out, scoot around to the next unit, and try to get an evening session and get the rest of the cameras dumped out. So, and maybe shoot our bow somewhere in there for attack tomorrow. And we gotta figure out if we're gonna camp somewhere over here or start heading towards Big Sky, Montana. But basically 9 cameras, 4 units, 2 states. Let's go. Yeah, so here we made it to the first spot to put a camera. This is empty. I didn't think it would be, but there's seeps at 60 or 58.7 and 37.8. And then there's a little bit of a ledge shelf where you could put a ground blind here. But here's the bottom line. 1 antelope buck lives here. He's the best Idaho antelope buck I've ever seen. And it's like, some days he has does with him, like 15, and then other days he's by himself. It doesn't make any sense, but he probably hasn't moved in yet. It's still early, but I'll put a camera out because this is also, we're really high. We're like just around 9,000 feet, which is crazy, right? But good elk area, and so I'm gonna put a camera in here and probably put it right here. Hopefully it doesn't get stolen. This one I'm gonna put a lockbox on. Doesn't mean it's not gonna get stolen, but I'll be back in 3 weeks to check it and to potentially set a ground blind in here. We're gonna mosey up here, check that out, and try to figure out a ground blind spot. But I'm thinking it's actually, I don't like a 60-yard shot. I've killed 1 antelope out of a ground blind at 60, and man, that gives them a lot of time to flinch, and they're already on crack, so. I've had really good luck with these. These and the Stealth 4Ks, pretty much my 2 favorites. This is more of a good photo. I haven't really messed with video, so I'm gonna turn it on. It's 2020, year of COVID. It doesn't hurt to do a format on your card. I always format it, even though it's wiped clean. I just found that cameras like that. Sure your lens is clear. We're rock and roll. It's got a 30-second delay. combo lock because then I don't have to pack keys. And we're balling. Jake spotted antelope further away, and then he said, "Oh wait, there's more closer to us." And I think we got the big buck. He's already with the ladies. So we're gonna try to sit up and get you guys some footage phone scope style. It's not that far away. Should be able to get excellent phone scope. This is a 65mm Razor HD. Last year, my buddy Tyler found him, so credit to Tyler, and I know Tyler's coming up here this year. I'm gonna have to arm wrestle Tyler to hunt this buck because he did find this buck for me, but he was already tagged out. And I got one stock, and I got two, I got to the edge of my cover, and so I rolled my slider to 84, which is a little bit of a poke, I'll be honest, but it wasn't windy. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna wait here until he stands up. But he was bedded directly away from me, and at one point or another I got impatient, and this is where I lost control. So I kneeled up to like this to range him, clocked him at 81, looked back down, slid to 81, looked back up. He had stood up and was looking at me. Now their eyes are so far on the sides of their heads that they can darn near see 360. He picked me off, and so I'm gonna get him right here at this ground blind, and you guys saw it here first. So unless Tyler wants to hunt here, and Tyler's like 6'2", 6'3", 230, so I might have to share the spot with Tyler, which I don't mind. I've known him since I was about 4 years old, lifelong friends. Technically, water starts right there, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna walk across. This was a tough place to get to, but I'm just gonna kind of give you the nuts and bolts of what we're looking for. So, haven't seen any elk sign until we finally got above 8,000 feet. Started seeing rubs from last year and years past. Giant meadow system right here. Game trails littered everywhere. Went on base map, found on the topo where water started. I don't always believe that, but we got lucky. Water is coming out of the ground right here. This is the highest water on the mountain. So we lugged in 40 pounds of salt. We're not gonna hunt over salt. This is just basic, put it in the ground for trail camera, get inventory. Right where my camera guy Jake's filming is gonna be a trail camera pointing down. I got a game trail here. I got a game trail where he's sitting down. We got a game trail here, and we got water starting out. So I'm gonna push rocks, kind of create a little pond seep. We're gonna put a little bit of salt so they can get their salt and their water, help the animals out, and then we can get inventory. And then as far as getting this camera out, I'm gonna put in a lockbox. I may not even come here this year. I've been known to leave cameras out for over a year at a time. That might be this one, but it's gonna be fun to learn what kind of animals it holds, and as well as we're in timber. I got shade. I don't have to worry about the sun blowing out my camera. It's always gonna be shady in this little mini canopy. So good spot. We'll show you what we do. Cool. Put some salt down kind of over here, and then they'll have their sodium nitrate as well as their water, man. It's gonna be awesome. If I'm standing right here, I can get drinking and salt, and I can keep that camera out of sun. So that's what we're gonna do. Trail Camology 101, use a lockbox, not just for honest thieves, but for bears. There's bears in here. Just the basic, I got this off camlockbox.com. I think they're somewhere around 30 bucks, maybe 40. I think you get a deal if you buy your camera from them. Before I lock this thing down, I'm gonna have my homeboy behind the lens go over there and tell me yay or nay. What's up, guys? It's a little windy, but look at this beautiful meadow with all these yellow and white and purple flowers. Makes me think my daughter would love to see this. Cattle's up here pretty high. We're over 10. Dirt bike is hating me right now. I don't have it jetted properly for this elevation, so it's been a tricky ride, but we're heading up here, see if we can get a camera dropped in. I don't want a bunch of pictures of moo cows, but yeah, I know this is a good spot. I know the bulls will come up out of here into this saddle, so we're gonna try to find somewhere where the moo cows don't go, but the big bulls do. There's game trails everywhere coming up out of this mountain range. I'm just looking for a good spot, just past water, but those cows are hitting that. What's up? Must be salt there or something. Okay, here we go. These are more my style. There they go. Okay, so we've dropped in this canyon here. First rub, so we're quite a ways from the top, but we're a lot longer to the bottom. We got running water, got some meadows and some dark timber. And I can see the topography has it kind of flatten out down there. So I'm gonna set a trail camera up, but I certainly like seeing a rub. Hopefully we see more. And it's, you know, mid-July, this is the time we're gonna get cams out. And what I think is most important is just getting the road system learned, just driving the road. So I didn't know in this particular area that some of the trails closed right before season. I also didn't know that potentially if you wanted to, you could pretty much get a truck up here this high and drop your camp off. So it's access is kind of good here, and good in a way that that's kind of bad. But I don't think a lot of people are willing to drop off the top into these bottoms like this. So right now we're gonna just try to scope out a good spot. Down here, we're gonna get a camera set up in this meadow and be on the lookout for a few more rubs in this dark timber over here. Okay, got an old rub, big old rub, long time ago. We got a Stealth Cam 4K, and we're in the timber, so we're out of the sun. The sun will rise that way and set that way, so we'll never have direct sunlight. We don't have any huge branches that are gonna trigger the video. I got this thing set on 25-second video with a 2-minute delay, and I got a 64 gig card and all lithiums, and it's set for video only with audio. And this little meadow's got water in it. There could be wallows or whatever, but this is what I settled in on, and I'm excited about it. So now we're gonna hike back out and get more cameras out. We dropped about 1,000, so we gotta get back up to the saddle. What's on the menu tonight?
Pad Thai.
That sounds terrible.
What?
What is Pad Thai?
Look, man. It's like noodles, vegetables, peanuts, peanut butter sauce, a little chili lime.
I like my menu. Chicken teriyaki. Hey guys, it's 11 o'clock, the night before the tack shoot. So wanted to recap our scout video today. Tell you what, man, like we probably were a little over ambitious. Like we wanted to cover 2 different states, 4 units, and get out 9 cameras. We did cover 2 states, we did cover 3 units, and we did get out, well, I put out 5, Jake put out 1, so that's 6. And Jake was with me. We split up at the end so he could get at least 1 camera out, and it was good. All in all, saw a giant antelope. This is the antelope I hunted last year. He's the Tyler buck is what I call him, because my buddy Tyler found him last year when he was already tagged out. So we're gonna have to arm wrestle for him, but got a camera out for him, got 2 more trail cameras out for antelope, and 3 out for elk. And it was just awesome learning the country, learning the road systems. I preach that so much, you elk hunters out there. Rather than like glassing and we're trying to find elk in July, I don't care where elk are in July, but I really want to know how to get around a efficiently. So learning the best access points. We were scoping out places to camp. We were scheming on, should we bring a side-by-side in? Should we bring my dad's horses in? The dirt bikes did okay, although my dirt bike wasn't jetted for that high elevation. We were at 9,000 feet today. But we did 60 miles. We did about 14,000 of elevation change on the dirt bikes and hiking, and saw some beautiful country. Saw some bear sign, saw some elk signs, some old rubs. It was just a really good day to get out and learn your unit. So that for me, that's scouting. And we drove 4 hours. Here we are. So now we have an hour drive. We're actually gonna go in the morning, just sneak through Yellowstone, a little sliver of Yellowstone. Maybe we can see some bears or something, and then we'll get over to TAC, and that'll be your next video you see. Is we're gonna do Total Archery Challenge and work on our perfect practice and shooting steep elevation, checking our third axis, wearing the packed boots, and hanging out with good friends. My good friend Jake Webb's with me. He'll be running the camera tomorrow. I'll get him footage of him shooting as well, and he's a good road warrior. So find yourself a partner that can keep up, doesn't complain. When they're in a bad mood or tired, you're in a great mood and you're energetic, and that's how me and Jake work. So it's been working out well. We'll catch you on the next video when we're at Total Archery Challenge Big Sky.